Long, have fun, enjoy their day. Let them have it their way. Happy Children's Day. Happy Children's Day.
Thank you very much. It's very good to be here, and it's quite interesting to be hearing the views of the young people as they are working towards climate change. And it's also something of note to say that young people don't have spaces. Young people feel they are being left out, but actually participation of young people is a right, and would like to start from that perspective that child participation is a right, and the Convention of Children's Rights clearly stipulates that children have to participate and they have to be included in everything that matters to them. So by not having spaces to participate, it's actually threatening the right for them to participate. And if we look at climate change, the children are the ones that are disproportionately affected by the impacts, but unfortunately their voices are not found in the processes that matter. I'm sure Professor Philip mentioned something about his recent experience at COPE. We need the voices of young people to be in those spaces. So I'm going to look at some of the systemic challenges that impede young people from participating effectively. And this comes from the experience and engagements we've had with the young people across the various countries that I work in. So if you look at training and education, there's a lot of deficiencies in that area. The submissions here we're talking about, we don't get to know, we are not taught, we don't know what to do. This comes from our education system. We need to have quality transformative education systems that talk about climate change, that equip the young people with the information that they need to be able to engage in climate change. So if young people are equipped and engaged with, and are equipped with the knowledge and learning about the causes, the impacts, it supports adapting to climate change and equips them. So we did a SNAP research in some of the countries that we work in, and the responses of young people in terms of in terms of education, they were saying there's very little taught about climate change at school, and it is not in depth, and it is just on the surface. We don't have any information that is relevant or engaging. So it's just happening. So it's ticking a box. So we need to transform and have quality transformative education. The other thing which is also contributing to young people not being able to participate is the exclusion in policy processes. This was mentioned as well, and it's very, very of concern when young people, children are not found in these processes that really matter to them. So evidently, children are absent in key policy processes. If you look at the UNFCCC, the work streams, the decisions, and all the negotiations, the children's representation is very, very little. And policy making spaces, they are not child friendly to be able to accommodate the children to come in and to be able to speak their voices out. Yet it is a right for them to be heard. It is a right for them to participate. And there's limited child friendly information on climate change. And the documents, they are still very, very big, and they only need technocrats to be able to understand them. These documents need to be broken down. With these kind of documents, young people, children are not able to engage because they don't have information. There was a quick SNAP survey done, I think it was by Plan International, where they did survey for 1,800 children in 37 countries, and 91% of the children say it's difficult for them to participate in climate change decisions. And 49% say they lack information and where to find the information. And some even say they lack awareness that young people could even participate. So this is a very sorry state when young people think that they're not supposed to participate. So this speaks to the reason why we don't have much of national climate policies that respond to the child's needs. The last thing I'd like to mention is the political and institutional deficiencies. We have a lot of political and institutional deficiencies which actually impede and hamper children to participate, despite the evidence that they suffer the severe consequences of climate change. the international frameworks ignore, largely to a large extent, ignore the children's right to be heard and their best interests. So from that level, we already see that the political will, the political deficiencies are actually contributing to young people not being able to participate. So these are some of the issues that I wanted to share with you in terms of the areas or the structural deficiencies that are contributing to young people not participating. So there's nothing for the children without the children themselves. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Leona, Ali, and Benson very much for your wonderful insights and experiences. We all can agree that children's leadership and meaningful participation does contribute a lot to reduce climate-related problems. So with that said, I would like to invite Laura to lead us to the Q&A round for this panel. Over to you, Laura.